So before we call the official meeting to order tonight, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge a recent loss in our community. It is with deep sadness that we share the passing of Eric Strognowski as a valued member of the Fairport Harbor Fire Department. Eric served with our team since December 2023 and also worked for Grand River Fire and Tri-County Ambulance. Eric's contributions will not be forgotten, and his impact to our community will be felt for years to come. At this time, I ask that we all join together in a moment of silence in honor of his memory. Thank you. We extend our deepest condolences to Eric's families, friends, and colleagues during this difficult time. Chief Lloyd, will you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a roll call?
Berknick. Here. McKinney.
Here.
Shaver. Here. Bertone.
Here.
Heights.
Here.
Thank you.
Motion to excuse Mr. Searcy.
Second.
Berknick. Aye. McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver. Aye. Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
So we've got a pretty special evening in front of us this evening. We've got 4 resolutions here tonight to bring on some full-time firefighters. This is in direct result of the levy that was passed. I know there's a couple of old chiefs here. I know at least Lee's here, right? Any others? Chief Dave Burrier's here. Any others that I'm missing? And the room is packed tonight, and they're packed with the firefighters and their families. So we wanted to honor them and bring them through first. So what we're going to do is we'll read a resolution for the individual, then I'll ask them to come up and we'll swear them in, and then we'll repeat that process so everybody has their moment. But again, I want to thank the chief for putting this together. I want to thank the individuals for agreeing to work for us, but most of all, I want to thank the voters for supporting our safety forces. It's because of you that we're able to do this tonight and provide the services that we do. So with nothing further, resolution number 2025-23, a resolution confirming the appointment of Tyler Flanagan as a regular police officer for the village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend.
Second. Suspend. McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver. Aye. Berknick. Aye. Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Adopt. McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver. Aye. Berknick. Aye. Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
Tyler? Come on all the way up here. You get to go first. Everybody else will be easy from here.
Fantastic.
Raise your hand, or repeat after me. I, Tyler Flanagan,
I, Tyler Flanagan,
being duly sworn,
being duly sworn,
depose and say
suppose and say
that I hereby accept the position
that I hereby accept the position
as police
as
officer
police officer
of the village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio,
of the village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio,
and that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the codified ordinances
and the codified ordinances
of the village of Fairport Harbor,
of the village of Fairport Harbor,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and honestly
and honestly
perform the duties
perform the duties
of the above position,
of the above position,
together with such other duties
together with such other duties
that may from time to time
that may from time to time
be placed upon me
be placed upon me
by the proper authority.
by the proper authority.
Work your way around, shake some hands.
Thanks. Thank you.
Whoa.
Whoa, wait.
Whoa.
Watch the courts.
Not the loser. Okay, resolution number 2025-24, a resolution appointing Scott Mullen as a full-time firefighter for the Village of Fairport Harbor and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt. Second. Move to suspend the rules. Second.
Suspend. Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Vacknick. Aye. McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver. Aye. Adopt. Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Vacknick. Aye. McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver. Aye. Thank you.
Scott? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Scott Mullen,
I, Scott Mullen,
being duly sworn,
being duly sworn,
dispose and say
dispose and say
that I hereby
that I hereby
accept the position
accept the position
of firefighter B
of firefighter B
of the Village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio,
for the Village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio,
and that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the codified ordinances of the Village of Fairport Harbor,
the codified ordinances of Fairport Harbor,
and that I will faithfully and honestly
and I will faithfully and honestly
perform the duties
perform the duties
of the above position
of the above position,
together with such other duties
together with such other duties,
that may from time to time
may from time to time
be placed upon me
be placed upon me
by the proper authority.
by the proper authority.
Welcome. Resolution number 2025-25, a resolution appointing Anthony Iliano Jr. as full-time firefighter for the Village of Fairport Harbor and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend.
Second.
Suspend. Vacknick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Adopt. Vacknick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
Anthony? I, Anthony Iliano,
I, Anthony Iliano,
being duly sworn,
being duly sworn,
dispose and say
dispose and say
that I hereby accept the position
that I hereby accept the position
as full-time firefighter B
as full-time firefighter B
of the Village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio,
of the Village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio,
and that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the codified ordinances
and the codified ordinances
of the Village of Fairport Harbor,
of the Village of Fairport Harbor,
and that I will faithfully and honestly
and I will faithfully and honestly
perform the duties
perform the duties
of the above position
of the above position
together with such other duties
together with such other duties
as from time to time
as from time to time
may be placed upon me
may be placed upon
by
me
the proper authority.
by the proper authorities.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks, sir.
Anthony, you gotta shake some hands. Oh, sorry. You gotta get some.
We're going to go get some more of that.
Resolution number 2025-26, a resolution appointing Nicholas Light as a full-time firefighter for the Village of Fairport Harbor and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt. Second. Move to suspend. Second.
Suspend Shaver.
Aye.
Becknick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Adopt Shaver.
Aye.
Becknick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
Nicholas? Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Nicholas Light,
I, Nicholas Light,
being duly sworn,
being duly sworn,
dispose and say
dispose and say
that I hereby accept the position
that I hereby accept the position
of full-time firefighter B
of full-time firefighter B
for the Village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio,
for the Village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio,
and that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the codified ordinances
and the codified ordinances
of the Village of Fairport Harbor,
of the Village of Fairport Harbor,
and that I will faithfully and honestly
and I will faithfully and honestly
perform the duties
perform the duties
of the above position,
of the above position,
together with such other duties,
together with such other duties
that as may from time to time
that is may from time to time
be placed upon me
be based upon me
by the proper authority.
by the proper authority.
Welcome aboard. Resolution number 2025-27, resolution appointing Michael Rowan as a firefighter for the Village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Suspend Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Becknick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Adopt Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Becknick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all of the hirings this evening. So this would be the time where all of you standing in back would probably head up to the fire department and enjoy your cake and your festivities. Chief, you are excused to go and be with, okay? Thank you all. Also this evening, we have annual reports from both the Fairport Harbor Historical Society and the Finnish Heritage Museum. Marty, would you like to go first with the Historical Society? Maybe give you a couple of minutes to let the room clear. You can go if you want, because they'll be able to hear you. Or if you just want to give it a minute to, okay, fair enough.
Smile. One more.
evening,
Good evening.
everyone. So this year, 2025, I'm Marty O'Gara. I'm the president of the Fairport Harbor Historical Society, the Lighthouse and Museum. And this is our annual report. So what I'm going to talk about reflects 2024. This year, 2025, we'll be celebrating the 200th anniversary of the Fairport Harbor Lighthouse site. As most of you know, there have been 2 lighthouses on this site. The first one was built in 1825. It was replaced in 1871 with the current tower, built of Berea sandstone and the brick keeper's house. It was decommissioned in 1925. In 1945, the village citizens formed the Fairport Harbor Historical Society to prevent the buildings from being torn down. The Fairport Harbor Historical Society is totally comprised of volunteers and has been preserving and maintaining the lighthouse ever since. The lighthouse is leased from the village every year for $1. The lighthouse income is generated by membership dues, donations, grants, bequests, and fundraising events. No government funding is received on a regular basis. At the end of 2024, our membership was 207. The volunteers, officers, and board members logged in 4,900 hours of service to the museum. We had 4,777 visitors from 22 states and 6 countries, Chile, Canada, Israel, Ukraine, Turkey, and the United Kingdom. We had 28 docent-led tours, and we had 4 Friday night light walk-up tours. The lighthouse continued to be open on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 12 to 6, and all legal holidays. Reflecting back on 2024, in April 5th through April 8th, we celebrated the solar eclipse. We had 5 raffle winners and their guests who climbed to the top of the tower to actually watch the solar eclipse. In May, we had our annual spring cleaning, assisted by volunteers from the Kirtland Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And on May 25th, we opened for the season for 2024. In July, we had a float in the Mardi Gras parade. The theme for the Mardi Gras was Christmas in July, and the lighthouse theme was the Christmas tree ship, which is a true story about a ship that delivered Christmas trees to families on the Great Lakes in the late 1800s. The parade float was designed and organized by Jan Merrick. Village Fest was August 12th, and during Village Fest, we continued to sell raffle tickets for one of our big fundraisers. The prize was a weekend at Lighthouse Cottage. It included a large selection of gift cards and gifts from local merchants. The raffle was arranged and sponsored by Melissa Crockett Willis, and all proceeds went to the museum and the lighthouse. In September, Bowling Green PBS station visited the lighthouse to collect information on our history for a documentary that they're developing on Great Lakes lighthouses. Part of their documentary was an interview with John Olala, our historian. And the documentary will air in the fall of 2025. In October, we had a booth at Community Day. We participated in Witches' Day on October 12th with the village. And on the 22nd, we had a paranormal investigator who visited us, and you can view his visit on his YouTube channel, The Ghost Files. In November, we were preparing for a visit from the Grinch, so Mayor Tim Manross, Tony Bertone, and firefighters decorated the tower. Bill Ferroni, Greg Major, Wendy Cortez, and myself decorated the grounds. In December, the Grinch visited the lighthouse and read his story, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, from the top of the tower. We did a lot of repairs last year. The roof of the pilot house had to be repaired. The museum and garage were re-roofed. And the copper flashing for the chimney was donated by Terry Vale. His company also did the roofs. The USS Michigan mast was refurbished and returned to the grounds, and that project was coordinated by Bolton Pratt. The air conditioner received multiple visits from Costello Heating and Cooling, and Costello's covered a portion of the labor costs as a donation to the lighthouse. We had new ground lighting installed by Kenco Electric, and it really shows us off at night. In the gift shop, we've been utilizing Square, which is a touchscreen computer, for all of our sales, and this enables us to keep more accurate records and inventory and accept credit cards for online payments. The shop was freshly painted, new shelving and honeycomb blinds were installed. We had generous funding from Lake County Visitors Bureau and the village, and we were able to have 2 interactive touchscreen displays built and installed by RGI Creative. New exterior signage was installed. That was done by Innovation Creations. And we leased an off-site storage unit, which enables us to free up room in the museum, as well as making it easier to rotate our collection. We continue to work on our digitization program. This allows us to digitize our paper documents into searchable PDF files. Currently, all the Historical Society minutes and newsletters and over 1,000 photographs have been scanned. Advertising, Cindy Shaga and Vance Todd have increased our use of social media, primarily Facebook. And the July-August issue of Lake Erie Living featured a sketch of our lighthouse on the cover and a sketch of Frenchie the Pirate and an article on the inside of the magazine. And the sketches were done by Bethlyn Gregerson, who is a local artist. So for 2025, opening day will be May 23rd at noon. We'll have the rededication of the USS Michigan mast in the afternoon. June 14th, we're doing a boat parade and blessing of the fleet. And June 21st will be our anniversary gala. And I think each of you have a card with those dates, which you can hopefully save the date. I'd like to thank the mayor and the council for their ongoing support. And I'd like to invite you to come and see the lighthouse, especially if you haven't been to the museum for a few years. I think you'll be very surprised and pleased to see what we've accomplished. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marty. Yeah, just let me touch on a couple of things. The funding from the Lake County Visitors Bureau, I know that was a very heavy lift for you and your volunteers to re-envision, to revision the space, to get the rental, to take a lot of the stuff that was there out and to be able to move it around. And I think it was a home run. Walking through the door, the gift shop has been transformed, et cetera. So kudos to you and your group and all of the many, many volunteers that make the lighthouse what it is, Marty. Thank you very much. Council have anything for the lighthouse?
I'm just super excited to celebrate the 200 years this year.
Yeah, it ought to be a fun,
It's a big deal.
a fun year for sure for the village. So thank you. Okay, the Finnish Heritage Museum.
Hello, my name is Dave Leifer, and I'm the president of the Finnish Heritage Museum. And as you all are familiar with, the Finnish Heritage Museum in Fairport Harbor ends up seeing in the neighborhood of 2,500 people a year. We are a resource for educational and a resource outlet for individuals in Cleveland at universities, as well as individuals within Finland who have come over to use our resources for immigration studies and the understanding of how the Finns moved into the United States. The Finnish Heritage Museum has 2 requests. One is the extension of our lease, and 2, to report on the present state of the museum as a vibrant and integral part of the revival and growth of the business and tourism area of Fairport Harbor. The Finnish Heritage Museum, as tenant of the village of Fairport Harbor and landlords, are approaching the end of its initial 20-year lease of the museum building, located at 301 High Street. As we approach the end of the present lease at Fairport Harbor, of the museum, we request a new lease for an additional 20 years. Minor changes in the lease are suggested, but largely the lease would continue under the existence of the conditions and circumstances. We request that the annual report to the Village of Fairport Harbor Council be part of the renewed lease, and the exclusion of the Lighthouse Arts Association in the new lease. The Lighthouse Arts Association in 20 years has not participated in the use or the improvement in the building and has ceased to be a viable partner. The administration of the membership of the Fairport Harbor Museum has wishes to extend its gratitude to the Village of Fairport Harbor for allowing the museum to be part and caretaker of this important historical building. We do not take that responsibility lightly. Under the present lease, we are committed to the initially administering $125,000 of federally funded community improvement funds. The amount was invested in stabilizing a deteriorating building. The Fairport Harbor Museum then invested an additional $200,000 over the lease term in private museum funds to improve the building for its new function as a museum. A museum or a building that would operate in a substantial, cost-effective manner. The inclusion of a museum shop, besides the offering of revenue stream, has created a gathering place for individuals within the community. We want the Village Council and the citizens for Fairport Harbor to know that we have fulfilled the terms of the agreement and have been good stewards and taking care deeply and are concerned deeply about the physical building and the space and the history and the revival of the community. We think it is in the source and pride of the people of Fairport Harbor. On a personal basis, we hear this every day from our visitors that come near and from us near and far. The sculpture in the front of the museum has become a site for photo opportunities, commemorating the importance and personal events, graduations, weddings, homecomings, etc. Recently, the museum was awarded funds for improvement in signage, displays, and website. This recognition by the Lake County Visitors Bureau that the museum is an important tourist destination that they will be willing to invest in attests to the positive county-wide impact of the museum. During the 20 years of the lease, the building and the museum have earned an important place in the fabric and character of the community. The museum functions as an all-volunteer organization. All revenues go to the maintenance of the facility and its improvement. Hank Pentola, volunteer, and past president of the museum, a registered architect, oversees the improvements and maintenance of the building. At this point, I am going to turn this over to him, and he can speak more effectively to the changes and the beautification of the building.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here tonight and address you folks about the building and the progress that we've made in the 20 years of the lease. I was the signature of the initial lease along with Frank Saracey, who was mayor at that particular time. The building, as David said, functions 100% on volunteer work as a volunteer workforce. Every wall and floor inside of the building has been affected in the last 20 years. We've improved everything inside the building, and I can truthfully say that it's in better shape now than it was 100 years ago. The list of improvements are quite extensive. This is listed on the submission that we gave the council, and I assume all of you have a copy of this. I've been told by membership that I forgot quite a few things, but just reviewing quickly through it, I don't want to take a lot of your time, but electrical service, emergency directional lighting, plumbing upgrades, HVAC upgrades, semi-annual roof maintenance. The exterior of the building has been treated with water, clear waterproofing to prevent water intrusion. We've part of the long-range plan has been to improve all the exterior interior walls to have an insulating quality of an R20. When we took over the building, it was just strictly brick, 12 inches of brick, which is an R2. So we're increasing the energy efficiency of the building, making sure that this building is going to last another 100 years. It's going to be in great shape. The sculpture that is in front of the museum has become a landmark. We're told that all the time by people that come through town, and even by the high school kids that volunteer to work on our landscaping and clean up in the spring. We continually upgrade the interior furnishings, chairs, tables, audiovisual equipment. Maintenance upgrades are a daily concern and part of our yearly budget. In the last 20 years, we've paid close to over $34,000 in utilities, and I've tracked those utilities over the time that we took over the building to today, and the monthly or yearly utility expenses have dropped more than 50%. Because of the improvements that we've made. I want to just pass around a photograph that was taken 20 years ago of the existing building. And then you see the improvement in the building. I even forget what it was like. I've got photographs of the interiors, and the building really is completely unrecognizable from the shape that it was in when we took it over. So we're very proud of the building and what we've done with it, and we're very grateful to be part of this community where you get such good cooperation. People listen to, at least it's been my experience that people listen to me. And I want to point out Mike Rowan. You know, when that guy decides to retire, you're never going to be able to replace him.
I don't think Mike's ever going to retire.
I hope not. I hope not. I grew up with Mike. I've known him since I was a kid, and he hasn't changed one bit. He's such a great guy.
He is.
But the response that we have in the community and the support that we have in the community, it's just heartwarming. It just it makes people want to volunteer. We have such good volunteers, and the consistency of their participation allows us to be the good institution that we strive to be. We've become, our genealogist is here tonight. I'd like to point out a Fairport native, Ann Poto, formerly Kaliama. Ann is our genealogist. We have people from all over the United States, and I got a call today about genealogy. Our genealogy room has grown from 3 files to about 40, I think 42 files. And people come in, Fairport residents, and everybody's welcome to do this. Come to the museum, register your family, give us your family history, and we'll research your genealogy. And I just got a lot of work for you.
Again, it looks like there's nothing else to do.
But again, I'd like to thank the council, and we absolutely look forward to another 20 years of being active in the community. I just read an article that said the average volunteer community organization that's all volunteer, the average life is 4 years. And we've got 2 organizations between the Lighthouse and the Finnish Heritage Museum that just blow the doors off that type of statistic. So I think we've got a good group and we got a good thing going, and I appreciate the support. Thank you.
Thank you, Hank. Thank you all. You know, I think it's great that you brought the picture around. So when I first moved into town, that was the first polling place that I went to was the old fire station. Walking into that building and up the stairs to go vote, I thought I might get shot. Because it was not a welcoming building. There was nothing nice about the inside. I'm thinking, where the hell do they put them? You know, the machines, I don't even know how they got them to the second floor. But yeah, you guys have done a marvelous job with it. What I like most about this evening when both the societies come and they talk, you know, you drive by these buildings and these landmarks and you take them for granted. You don't really understand what's gone into making them viable again, and the hours, and not just the hours, but the money. And I know, Hank, you and your group are very close-knit, and when there's a need, you guys just find a way to get it done, and it's refreshing to see when you guys put up the monument there. You know, when you were first talking about the dollars that it was going to take to put it together and everything else, I thought to myself, we'll see this in 20 years. And I don't think it took you guys a full year to fully fund that, erect it, and have a dedication to it. So it's impressive to watch you guys work. I know council will take your request, and we'll get it to Jim to look at the particulars. And I would imagine in the next couple of meetings, we'll probably have a back and forth. And then we'll vote on that legislation to extend at least. I couldn't imagine us not extending it in any way, shape, or form. You guys are just wonderful stewards of that building and with what you do there. So we're truly thankful too.
I also wanted to make a comment of something that just happened recently, and for those of you who are familiar with higher education and everything, the museum has now become connected and as a major resource for Fulbright scholars that are now coming and working with us and are connected to be able to do that. And that's happened within the last year.
Good, very
Thank you
good.
so much.
Thank you. Council have anything to add?
I have one question. Is there a sauna?
They're not going to let that out to the public.
Well, thank you for mentioning that. Well, we have a sauna replica in our building, and we're having National Sauna Day. I see Niles is here. Because how many of us have a real sauna? Everybody, raise your hand if you have one. Okay, well, there are lots of us. But anyway, we're having National Sauna Day, and you're all welcome to come and take selfie pictures, and we will also take photos of you with your cameras, dressed in robes and clothing in the sauna on Saturday. Anytime between 10 and 3 we'll be there. And then we're having an entire sauna program on Sunday that will explain the tradition of the sauna in Finland.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you. Awesome.
That will be at the Zion Lutheran Church, but you're all welcome to come. We have some refreshments and some wonderful speakers.
It's at 3 o'clock at the church.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you again.
Bring your children.
All right. I need a motion to approve the January 21st, 2025 regular council meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Becknick. Aye. Bertrand.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver. Aye. Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
From our solicitor, Mr. Jim Lyons.
Mr. Mayor, no report, but those were two great reports that we had tonight. So I just wanted to acknowledge that.
Thank you. Thank you, Jim. I don't have anything else this evening. I think everybody has heard me long enough. From our administrator, Lucas Darling.
My report is in the council packet. Just a few points from that. Mark Tim has started as our new assistant zoning inspector. His office hours are listed on the website as well as in the report. We have started uploading the agendas, minutes, and council packets to the website. We'll be uploading those on a more regular basis, and the reports from my office, police and fire, will be added shortly. And then in the report, I mentioned that we've been waiting for AFLAC to respond. Aflac has responded. I have a meeting with them tomorrow. So hopefully Aflac benefits for our employees are in our future. Included in your packet is a memo on the new 4th Street Storm and Sanitary Improvement Project. We need council to approve the engineer's project fee estimate. The estimated total cost of that project is 1.5 million, and the engineer's cost estimate is 173,900.
So do you need a motion for that?
Yes, please.
I'll make the motion.
Second. Berton.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Becknick. Aye. McKinney.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
And then my last thing is we received a zoning map amendment application. To expedite this process, we are asking council to set a public hearing for April 15th at 6 p.m.
We'll need a motion for that.
I'll make- Second.
I'm sorry, what did you do?
This is a public hearing, 6 p.m.,
April 15th.
April 15th.
Okay. Christina, you move?
I second.
Who's first?
Tony.
Mr. Bertone.
Thank you. Okay, off we go. Berton.
Aye.
Becknick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
Anything else for Lucas this evening? Or am I cutting you off?
Nope, that's all that I had.
Okay, I thought so. Just wanted to make sure. You looked like you were shuffling for something else. Sorry. All right. From our village engineer, Andrew.
Thank you, Mayor. A couple of updates this evening. First, for the new water tower off East Street. It is in service now, as the mayor pointed out in his address. Our next step on the project is to demolish the Orchard Street water tower. And that process is expected to take place next month. For the 5th Street storm and sanitary improvement projects, we have a pre-construction meeting scheduled with our contractor, Great Lakes Construction, this Friday. We expect construction to start in April, but we'll get more details after that meeting. And for the new 4th Street storm and sanitary improvement projects, we'll start that engineering process very soon. Thank you for approving that. I'll be happy to take any questions.
I don't have anything. Again, thank you for the good work with the tower, getting that online. I know we had to do some work at the pressure reducing valve to get the level right, to see the water come out the overflow pipe, and that was quite exciting to get that done. So Lucas sent me video of the water flowing out of the pipe, so, you know.
Yeah, we were 99% filled. We just needed a little extra push
Right.
with that valve.
Right.
You know,
So,
Mayor, it's amazing how cold that water is.
Well, right now, it's very cold, yeah. Mother Nature has something to do with that one, Mr. Bertone. Anyone got anything for Andrew then? Okay, from our financial officer, Christine Page.
Okay, I emailed the financial reports to you on Saturday, and you should all have a paper copy of them now. For the month of January, your revenue was $222,482.49. Your expenditures for the month were $543,121.57. Your reconciled balance is $3,440,493.02, which can be found on the bank reconciliation paperwork itself. For the month of January, your interest revenue was $12,920.20. As noted in another email I sent on Saturday, we filed our state financial report with the state auditor's office, and we are fully into 25 now. So we had been kind of riding a line between the 2 years, and now we're fully out and into the other. Our next bit of work, at least I think for me anyway, we'll be converting the accounting system. Will go from the current computer that we have to a new computer. That computer is actually in hand. That's part of what we pay the state auditor's office for, UAN. We pay them an additional amount in addition to leasing the system that funds new systems. So we've a new computer, and we'll put that into play here. We have 60 days from the day that we actually get it. I know from another experience that I've had, UAN has been fielding more tech support calls than they ever imagined. So I'm going to take my time to get this thing in, because we have a fine window of about a week's time to put the system in and actually get it up and running, because we produce paychecks and bill checks every 2 weeks. So we've got this one little window. So when things settle down for them, then we'll do that. But we've got a little bit of time. So that's what's coming up for me. I want to mention that John Rogers was here earlier, for those of you who didn't see him. The village has taken the full bill for the demolition of the water plant. That full bill was about $435,000 out the door. Lake County Land Bank came tonight and brought a check for $292,000 of that. Yeah, it made my whole day. And they've got another $100,000 for us. We've got one check out that should be cleared now. We'll give that to them, and they'll give that to us back. So it was a little scary. I wasn't sure it was going to come, but it came today. So I'm super pleased about that. So we got our money back.
Good.
That's all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anything for Chris? If not, old business ordinance 2025-04, an ordinance authorizing the tree commission to establish a rebate program for the planting of new trees on residential properties and declaring an emergency. That's on second read. Chief Coran, you got anything to add for the safety report? You guys have them in your packets.
I don't have anything else to add other than what's in the packet already.
Okay, thank you. Anyone got any questions for the chief? Okay, if not, I need a motion to pay the bills.
So moved.
Second.
Bertone?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Becknick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
All right, well, last night, or not last night, Sunday night, we had a nice employee of the year, firefighter of the year, police officer of the year, and community first, community first policing award. We're all given out. So council has a little bit of pressure on them to approve these resolutions here this evening. So the awards were already given. Our meetings just didn't line up. But we had a wonderful time with the police and fire and the administration. And I'm going to read off some resolutions here. The first one is resolution number 2025-19, a resolution honoring Lucas Darling as the 2024 Fairport Harbor Employee of the Year. Whereas Lucas Darling has been chosen by his coworkers as the 2024 Employee of the Year, and whereas Lucas was appointed as village administrator for the Village of Fairport Harbor on July 8, 2024, and whereas Lucas previously served as the administrator for Otterbein, Indiana, and Roaming Shores, Ohio. He received his bachelor's degree in history from Youngstown State University and a Master of Public Administration from Arkansas State University. And whereas Lucas has proven to be a tremendous asset to the Village of Fairport Harbor, the mayor, council, and administration wish to recognize and honor Lucas Darling as the 2024 Fairport Harbor Employee of the Year. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the council of the Village of Fairport Harbor, County of Lake, and State of Ohio, that this council, on its own behalf and on behalf of the administration and citizens of Fairport Harbor, recognizes and honors Lucas Darling as the 2024 Fairport Harbor Employee of the Year. Congratulations, Lucas. So the official copy's going around. I'm going to ask Chris to pass this one as well, and we'll get your guys' signature on there. Lucas, like I told you Sunday, you haven't even been here a full year. I don't know where you go from here, but again, as I said there, it is a very difficult position to fill in a village of our size. The employees obviously are very grateful for what you're doing. I know I am. I put my head on my pillow very well at night because you're in the position that you're in. Your professionalism, just your very good nature. You go about the job very well. So we're lucky to have you, and I hope you're honored by the resolution. Thank you. Okay.
We need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Oh, yeah, I guess we do.
Second.
Sorry.
Right? Okay. Suspend. Becknick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver?
Aye.
Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Adopt. Becknick?
Aye.
McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver? Aye. Bertone?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2025-20, a resolution honoring Sergeant Kylie O'Brien as the 2024 Fairport Harbor Police Officer of the Year. Whereas Sergeant Kylie O'Brien has been chosen by her coworkers as the 2024 Police Officer of the Year, and whereas Sergeant Kylie O'Brien was hired as a part-time officer on March 6, 2017, and became a full-time officer on June 4, 2018. Whereas Sergeant Kylie O'Brien was promoted to detective on June 7, 2022, being the first employee to hold that position. On January 16, 2024, Sergeant O'Brien made history again as the first female officer in the history of Fairport Harbor Police Department to hold a supervisory rank when she was promoted to sergeant. And whereas Sergeant Kylie O'Brien is a 2016 graduate of the Cleveland Heights Police Academy and holds a degree in criminology from West Virginia University. Whereas Sergeant Kylie O'Brien was chosen by her peers to receive the 2024 Police Officer of the Year Award for her ongoing commitment to the Fairport Harbor Police Department, as well as her ability to manage both supervisory and investigative roles. This is the second time Sergeant O'Brien has received this award, and the first being in 2018. The Mayor, Council, and Administration wish to recognize and honor Sergeant Kylie O'Brien as the 2024 Fairport Harbor Police Officer of the Year. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Fairport Harbor, County of Lake, and State of Ohio that this council on its own behalf and on behalf of the administration and citizens of Fairport Harbor recognizes and honors Police Sergeant Kylie O'Brien as the 2024 Fairport Harbor Police Officer of the Year. Need a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Suspend Bertone,
Aye.
Heights,
Aye.
Becknick,
Aye.
McKinney,
Aye.
Shaver,
Aye.
Adopt Bertone,
Aye.
Heights,
Aye.
Becknick,
Aye.
McKinney,
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2025-21, a resolution honoring police officer Tyler Varsi on receiving the 2024 Community First Policing Award. Whereas police officer Tyler Varsi has been chosen by his peers to receive the 2024 Community First Policing Award, and whereas Officer Varsi was hired as a full-time police officer on September 20th, 2022 after a brief 4-week period with the Auxiliary Police Unit. And whereas Officer Varsi is a 2021 graduate of Lakeland Community College Police Academy and also earned his bachelor's degree in criminal justice at Youngstown State University. Officer Varsi is assigned as the Auxiliary Police Officer Police Unit Coordinator, and he also works part-time at the Grand River Police Department. And whereas Officer Varsi was chosen by his peers to receive the 2024 Community First Policing Award for his ongoing dedication and participation in community-based programs and policing. He is the third member of the department to receive this award since its establishment. Officer Varsi also received the Police Officer of the Year Award for 2023. The Mayor, Council, and Administration wish to recognize and honor Police Officer Tyler Varsi on receiving the 2024 Community First Policing Award. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Fairport Harbor, County of Lake, and State of Ohio that this council on its own behalf and on behalf of the administration and citizens of Fairport Harbor recognizes and honors Police Officer Tyler Varsi on receiving the 2024 Community Community First Policing Award. Need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Suspend McKinney,
Aye.
Shaver,
Aye.
Becknick,
Aye.
Bertone,
Aye.
Heights,
Aye.
Adopt McKinney,
Aye.
Shaver,
Aye.
Becknick,
Aye.
Bertone,
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2025-22, a resolution honoring Alex Hearn as the 2024 Fairport Harbor Firefighter of the Year. Whereas Alex Hearn has been chosen by his coworkers as the 2024 Firefighter of the Year, and whereas Alex Hearn was hired as a part-time firefighter on July 21st, 2020, and presents the fire department's public and department CPR classes as well as Stop the Bleed, Career Day, and outside speaking engagements. And whereas Alex Hearn is a fire and EMS instructor and car seat technician, along with Sean Roadheaver, they have hosted a car seat drive-through. Alex is also the secretary treasurer of the Firefighters Association and is always looking for ways to help the community. He has volunteered to help with lighthouse decorating, passing out levee materials, etc., and he is a peer support officer, helping public safety officers in their time of need. Whereas some of the comments made about Alex on the nomination forms included that he brings a positive attitude to the station many positive comments are made about him after a CPR class. He goes above and beyond, makes everyone feel welcome, provides the best patient care possible, upholds a positive image of the Fairport Harbor Fire Department, is dedicated to his family, and is an all-around solid guy with good morals. Alex is an example for our young firefighters and carries on the proud heritage of the fire service. The mayor, council, and administration wish to recognize and honor Alex Hearn as the 2024 Fairport Harbor Firefighter of the Year. Now therefore be it resolved by the council of the Village of Fairport Harbor, County of Lake, and State of Ohio, that this council on its own behalf and on behalf of the administration and citizens of Fairport Harbor recognizes and honors Alex Hearn as the 2024 Fairport Harbor Firefighter of the Year. Need a motion.
So moved. Second.
Suspend. Shaver.
Aye.
Becknick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Adopt. Shaver.
Aye.
Becknick.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Ordinance number 2025-28, an ordinance amending Village Code 1375 regarding the vacant property registration program and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend.
Second.
Jerry, did you second?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Let's see. All right. Suspend. Becknick.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
McKinney. Shaver.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Adopt. Becknick.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Resolution number 2025-29, a resolution authorizing all actions necessary to accept Northeast Ohio Public Energy Council, known as NOPEC's 2025 Energized Community Grant, and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt. Second. Move to suspend. Second.
Suspend. Becknick.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Adopt. Becknick.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 2025-30, a resolution authorizing the administrator to enter into an agreement with Liberty University for the corporate program and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt. Second. Move to suspend. Second.
Suspend. Becknick.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Adopt. Becknick.
Aye.
Shaver.
Aye.
McKinney.
Aye.
Bertone.
Aye.
Heights.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, that does it for me this evening. I don't have anything else on the agenda. Is there anything from council?
No.
If not, we are open to the public. You don't have to, just walk up and state your name, Karen. Your name and address, madam.
Karen Bidlack, 635 Eagle Street. Just a couple things. First of all, I want to mention, although I retired from the Fairport Harbor Civic Club this year, our Citizen of the Year is James Clark. The Golden Beacon Award recipient is Janice Kondick. And we'd like to invite everyone to our Founders Day reception, which will be held on March 22nd at 5:30 at St. Anthony's Church. So, and there's no cost to attend.
We'll have their resolutions at the next meeting. Okay?
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
You said at St. A's?
St. Anthony's. With the recent closures of small businesses and the community concern for Fairport Harbor economic development, Mr. Darling mentioned the groups involved with the economic growth in the village is council, other groups, including the Fairport Harbor Business Alliance, along with Lake Development Authority. I'm concerned that's not enough. I believe and encourage council to form a committee made up of residents, business owners, and skilled and knowledgeable residents with expertise who will be committed to resuming in order to stabilize our current situation as to rejuvenate and capture the beauty of a beach town. Council needs to make property and business owners accountable and at the same time know that they are investing in the future of Fairport Harbor. Please understand that I have faith in the mayor and council that everyone will work collectively for a solution. And please consider my comments as an opportunity for improvement. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Anything else? Yes, ma'am.
Debbie Argo, 426 New 4th Street. I was kind of surprised to hear that the start of fixing up our street would be this fall, even though we are hearing that the school is quite a few months behind.
Well, I don't think that you'll see topping go down until it's appropriate, but if
Okay.
there's things that we can do in the street as far as pipes and things of that nature, we're gonna have to get in there at some point. But yeah, we don't, if we have to delay paving, so we're not tearing it up until after they tear the school down, some of that may move.
Okay.
Okay?
Is there a thought of doing like some temporary paving when the weather breaks a little bit? I mean,
We'll take a look and see, yeah, listen, as soon as we get the snow off and we see what destruction has been done over the long winter, I'm sure we'll have to do something.
Yeah, okay.
What that'll look like, I don't know, but I'm sure we'll be having those conversations, yes.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your patience in that area, too.
I think we're just gonna leave it like it is.
No, no. Maybe Mr. Heights is gonna leave it like it is, but I don't think anybody else up here is. It happens to be his committee that'll be making that decision, so. Understood. All right, if nothing else, I need a motion to adjourn. Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight.
So moved on the motion.
Second.
Bertone?
Aye.
Backnick? Aye. McKinney?
Aye.
Shaver? Aye. Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.